It's time for the summer build battle in Theme Park Tycoon 2 with a 10,000 Robux prize. And this build battle is different than the normal one. So normally you get like, hey, you have to build in a certain space and you have to build in this theme. We're going to scrap that idea and go a different route. With the blueprint update, I have a new concept. So what we're going to be doing, I'm going to make one roller coaster, which we'll be building a little bit later in this video. And you will have to theme it, decorate it, or do whatever you want with it. Everything is allowed, whatever theme is fine. You just have to use that roller coaster and theme it. So here are the top 10 that will actually get rewards, and we actually need to build a roller coaster, and we need to find a roller coaster type for this build battle. So after looking a little bit, I think just the extreme lounge coaster is just the best one for everyone that's going to be able to be used. It has lounge. We're just going to keep the coaster blue. You're allowed to change the color, allowed to do everything as long as the layout stays the same. You're allowed to add more rides if you feel like it, but just keep in mind this is for 2 weeks. Starting today, yes, right now, until, when is that? Wednesday? Until the end of this month. So at the end of this month for everyone, so just once it's August for you, the form will be closed. So 31 July is the last day you're able to submit this form. The submission form will be available a few days before the actual timer ends. So I will make another post on my Discord and YouTube channel once that form has been posted. And I guess now there's one last thing to do, is actually build this roller coaster, and that will be a blueprint, and the blueprint will be in the description. So I think I have enough space here. Keep in mind, I'm not going to make this coaster too big. You only have 2 weeks. I'm not going to make it the whole plot. I'm going to keep it quite close, give you enough room to actually decorate stuff. And yeah, I guess we're just going to start here. You can decorate it however you want. I am very curious how some people are going to do that. You can do whatever you want with it. So here's a station. Let's actually see how long I'm going to make this. I also chose this coaster since it then doesn't have any skins. I think 4 trains is probably good enough, and I'm just going to give you guys a very small piece at the start so you can actually make a nice looking station. Then I guess we're just going to start actually with a dip. We are going to put the pivot offset just to 2 and add a turn. And yeah, just so you know, I have 0 plan about what I'm going to do for this layout, like I kinda always have. This will just be on the go, and I think that will actually be quite funny. So we're just going to make this turn right here, and I think that's quite nice. And then, well, the thing we need are some boosters. I guess we're just going to add a few boosters, not too much. It's not going to be a massive coaster. It's not going to be too high. Not your usual top hat that you can maybe like theme very cool. So I actually want to go like kinda vertical, and then we're just going to go inverted like this. I don't know what I'm now going to make. I'm already sorry if it's if it's bad. So something like this looks good. Keep it like sideways inverted. Yep. I totally agree with that. And then we're just going to fully rotate this again. Let's just keep rotating this back to its home point. So now we actually have to go all the way up here and probably go straight up again, since we have the coaster here. And before I do anything more, let's actually have a look at the POV. So let's look at contesting, and I am scared it's going to go too quick. So a few things that we will probably need for this. It's probably going to be using operations gamepad, so you will probably be needing that. I'm not sure if it's using the height, probably not, and it's likely going to be using the disabled collisions, but I'm going to try and not do that. And to be fair, I think this was actually pretty good. Okay, I did change it a little bit. I've now moved this to one big piece, and now it's actually really smooth, so I'm happy with that. I'm not sure what element this is, but I just want it to be a little bit strange, and I think you can probably theme this in quite a unique way. So let's continue with the actual layout. And now I think it's just time for like an airtime hill. I think that's pretty cool. I want to have this quite a violent airtime hill. I think that's pretty good. And now we're actually getting to the end of the plot. You're able to place, of course, wherever you want in your plot. Of course, I have my limits right here, but you won't have that. So I guess I'm just going to do like a Immelman. I think that can be quite cool. So let's go up. I need to make sure I don't go, of course, higher than this. And if we're now going to rotate that does look good. Let's add a little bit of hardline to that. I think that's going to be good. It could be very rough, but we'll of course see that. I am just doing a very random layout, and I have, as always, 0 plan of what I'm doing, as I said earlier. So I have to go up here, and I might just do like a rotate thing, or oh, I can go there. I think that's pretty nice. Okay, let's again test the roller coaster. So yeah, we've already seen this. Of course, now it's a little bit different. As you can see how smooth it is. It is pretty nice, and yeah, I think this is good enough. And then we have this airtime hill, which we it's not the best. But this, ooh, I do like that. The airtime hill though is a ooh, what is, why, okay, I've now made it big pieces, and I will keep the supports on for this coaster, but I would suggest maybe custom supports in this, and some of the supports do look a little bit weird on this roller coaster. So the airtime hill now Oh yeah, that's a lot better actually. You're going to get definitely some airtime, and I'm really happy with actually that turn. That looks amazing. Now, I think it's perfect to go in some sort of course. Another course for like a barrel roll-ish thing. Why am I always doing this to myself? I'm very bad at these things. But we move it down. We put this to minus. That looks pretty good. We add a little bit of hard line. You know what? Actually, this might be good. That's actually really good. I'm happy with that. And so far, I've actually not used any operations. So I'm going to try and keep it that way. Where do we go now? There's not too much speed left, and I don't want to make this coaster too long. So I think something like this, actually, and like a little bit of that. So, ooh, that's actually pretty cool. And then I still want to go here in like a turn. So just we fill up that space here. That's kind of empty. I want this to be like sort of like a cube layout, so it's easier for you to fit it in somewhere. So we are going to go somewhere here. I'm not sure what I'm doing, guys. The only thing is I kind of want to keep the lounge open, so you actually have like room to theme the lounge. You kind of have to go quite high over this in like this very harsh S-turn, which actually looks pretty decent. And I think I've left enough room around the lounge itself for you to do anything with whatever you want with that. Where am I going now? I guess I have to go behind here. So the track does like a bloop, whoop. I think that's quite nice. And now we just have to go back to the station. It's also probably just going to have one train, not too many block breaks, since that's boring. Okay, let me just make this coaster go to the end. I'm not going to bore you with that, and I will be back once it's actually finished. Okay, I have now finished the layout, and I guess we're just going to have a look at the POV, and I actually think I'm very, very happy with the end result. So we go up in this sort of slanted top hat, and then we roll back, and then we have this quite aggressive airtime hill, but I think that's actually very nice. We go in this Immelman, which I think is very, very smooth. And then we have this sort of like barrel roll. It's not the smoothest thing in the world, but it works. We have this like sideways airtime hill into this, yeah, fast S-bend or whatever you call that. And we have this like this weird airtime hill thing. I'm not sure what you call that. Into another S-bend, into an airtime hill, and then we just go under the brake run into the final helix, into the brakes. And that's the layout. I actually think it's really, really good for what I did. I built this in like 10 minutes, guys. So I think that's good enough. So you are now able to get the ID. The link is in the description. It's also probably now like big in the screen if you want to use it. So I'm actually really happy with this roller coaster. I guess the last thing for me now to do is to make it actually a, well, design. So let's just save that. No scenery, nothing. And we need a nice image, which probably this is just fine if it lets me do that. There's too many things visible. As always, that works. I think this is fine. The icon doesn't matter too much, so we just save it. There we go. And now we're actually, of course, also, where is it? It's, if I'm correct, it's this one. The only thing is, it looks like it needs the height, but what you can do is always place it in the ground. Since this has a height of 26 blocks, I think that's higher than the maximum. So what you can do is put it like 6 blocks in the ground, and you should be able to use it. Okay, so this coaster does use disable collisions. If I try to, well, disable this, it doesn't let me place it. So you do need that, but to be fair, if you want to win and you want to decorate this coaster, you probably need disable collisions. But there is your roller coaster. I'm going to make it public. Now it actually says, so you need the design has 28 blocks height, but you can place it in the ground if I'm correct. And you need the disable collisions gamepad. That's it. You don't need anything else. You don't need operations. You don't need colors. It's just disable collisions and maybe height. I'm not sure how that works. But guys, that's it. I'm going to wish you good luck with the build battle. The form will be posted later. And if there's any questions, join my Discord. Link is in the description. You can always ask me in my DMs if there's any questions. So guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe on my channel. And I will say, as always, goodbye. That hand, Lena.